My name is Mandy Balick and I'm the founder of the ACE class. ACE started somewhat by accident. However, even saying that, I realize it's like incredibly intentional because it's, every experience and every failure that I've ever had has led me to this point. But I have another business based in Calgary called It's Date Night. And Date Night is not a dating site. It is a guide for everything that's kind of going on in the city. And when I had founded that business, I had founded that with an intention of it being for men. And kind of that like pocket concierge to teach men how to take women out on dates. Anyways, a few years down the road, I really looked into my audience, and despite that effort, 75% of my audience was actually women. And so my very small team and I at the time kind of took that upon ourselves as a challenge of like, okay, well, we thought this was gonna be something and it's something else. So that was the first little bit of like, okay, I need to look at what women want. And this was in about November of 2016, and by January 2017, we had come up with this event series called Babes Who Brunch. And Babes Who Brunch has now become our signature event with ACE class. But when we started, I didn't really know what we were opening up, what kind of movement we were really beginning. So we did the first event under the other company and sold that out. We saw this room come together of women just eager to connect with one another. There was this energy that I hadn't experienced before, seeing women connecting with other women. And I realized there was something bigger here, but I wasn't really sure after the first event like what that was just yet. Fast forward the next month and the month after that, we filled the room twice, 3 times. That's when I started to get the little butterflies. Like any entrepreneur knows, it's like, okay, this is something. So I'm the founder and CEO. I'm also the janitor and the intern and the event coordinator, whatever it is. We have a very small but mighty team. So my day-to-day can change very quickly from like building a completely new platform or working with clients, business development, working directly with my team, on like a new identity or a brand new event. Like we do things in one day. So my day-to-day can be very different. And as we've evolved outside of Calgary and across the country, a lot of my time has been, traveling and coming to these cities and, certainly putting the time in with our community activators to ensure that they understand the importance of the vision and the mission, which is to change the way that women connect with other women. And for me, there's a very special way that needs to be handled. That needs to be handled with care. And so a lot of my day-to-day is instilling that mission and vision and ensuring that everybody on my team understands what that means. So always very scrappy, very resourceful, many lemonade stands as a kid. My first social insurance number job was at McDonald's. And I was 13, 14 years old. And I remember my friend and I, we really wanted to work the weekend like night shifts. So we worked from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. on Saturday nights because people would tip us. They would be, like a little intoxicated after the bar, and they liked us. There's this one girl, we call her our super fan in Calgary, and I've like had cries at home just getting her messages, and I have pretty thick skin. It takes me a lot to cry. But she's totally changed. She's totally told us that the ACE class has changed her life. And the reason for that is, she didn't feel like she had a tribe. She didn't feel like she belonged to something. And when I hear women share with me that that's what we're doing for them, that is the most enjoyable thing. It makes it all worthwhile. It makes the entire journey so worthwhile. Because I think that that's something that is fundamentally important to every person, is feeling like they belong to something and feeling accepted for who they are. So when those women reach out to me and let me know that we're doing that for them, that's everything. Our mission is to change the way that women connect with other women. And I hope that our mission has to change in a couple of years because we have solved that problem. I think that, there's this amazing movement happening right now, and we're finding our own voice within that. But I encourage, I encourage women to just think about what connects us versus what divides us. And if you can break down that barrier and have a real connection and really see somebody, your life will forever change. I think the most important thing is to find somebody that is not a friend, that is not family, that is not a close acquaintance, that is going to challenge you. Find someone that can validate your ideas, that you can talk to, and that can be a positive influence on allowing you to maybe open your mind up to think differently. I think, there's no good for someone that wants to be an entrepreneur to just talk to their friends and hear their friends say, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Oh my God, you should totally do that. They're not your customer. They're not going to be the one that's going to spend money with you. And they're certainly not going to be the one that is, putting in 100 hours a week to build that. So find a mentor.